Man Scouts podcast. I'm your host, the All-Father, Captain Colin himself. Hello, blessings. And yes, you are seeing a gorgeous Daddy Dalton dressed in a Sith Lord colored tank. Because it is a tank top special. What up, Darth?
Black and red, baby. Darth Colin.
Hello, I'm Darth Colin, and you are Darth Dalton. Because it's going to get ritzy this episode.
I prefer Darth Daddy, but...
Darth Daddy?
Yeah,
wow, dude. That's really good. Darth Daddy.
Yeah,
Darth
dude.
Daddy Dalt. That's good.
Got Darth Daddy up in here. Just
Got
doing
Darth
my...
Daddy up here in the Death
Darth
Star.
things.
Get ready to shoot these power lasers at these worthless planets and their moons.
Don't worry, I have a destroyer planet. It shoots multiple planets at once. It's not any... it's basically like a Death Star on steroids. I didn't copy it from anything.
Yeah. Totally didn't copy it in anything.
Didn't copy it from, I don't know, the first episodes or anything.
Ooh, man, we might have to do a whole Star Wars rant sometimes where we talk about how wretched the sequels are.
We might have to. Ugh. The prequels. Fire, dude.
I love the prequels. Now, that might be because we grew up when the prequels were released, though.
Oh, it probably definitely is.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
Because how old were you when Phantom Menace came out?
Dude, what year did it come out?
99.
It came out in 99? I was in, I was either in first or second grade. I'd have been 6 years old.
Yeah. Same. So
That's
we were
crazy. I remember that.
dude. So we were hyped, dude. 6-year-old. And first of all, you're 6 years old. You're seeing fantastic lightsaber battles for the first time.
Yeah.
You're seeing freaking Darth Maul double-sided lightsaber versus our boys Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. Oh,
Dude.
with a sickness, dude. Very cool.
It was awesome. Yeah, I remember people talking crap about the prequels, but
They still do.
frankly,
They still do.
I love them.
They still talk crap, to be honest.
Let them talk.
Let them talk.
That's what I think.
Yes. Well, it's a tank top special. We just got done working out, both of us. Not at the same place, unfortunately, but, juicy boys, a couple of us. Now, I will say this. We also got back from a weekend with the boys camping.
We had a what was advertised as a boys' trip to both of us. And
Yeah.
it turns out most of our other friends brought their spouses.
But we had each other.
Yeah, so it was fine. It was basically like going back to the roots,
Yeah, that used to be how it would always be. You and me, by ourselves.
Yeah, which is fine. Honestly, it didn't matter. So we slept on an air mattress together, because
For warmth.
and security.
For security. But no, it was actually terrible. We didn't sleep very well because if one person rolled,
bad.
the other person felt it on the air mattress.
And the air mattress did this really cool thing where it just basically completely deflated all night.
It did this really cool thing where all of a sudden all the air went out of it.
So its main function was pretty much functionless, which is pretty cool.
Dude, I think cots are the way to go. I don't know. I've just been on enough camping trips. I think cots are the way to go. Yeah.
Man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right.
We'll debate that later. But, we did some fun things. We whitewater rafting. We used side-by-sides / razors, whatever you call them.
Oh, yeah. We had a good...
I didn't drive them myself because I'm a pansy. Did you Dalton almost die? Maybe.
We might have almost gone over a cliff.
Now, describe to me what that situation was like, because I wasn't there to witness your death. I was behind you. So what almost occurred?
So what happened was, our homie was having me hit every little body of water that there was.
He was like, faster, Dalton, faster. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. And so we basically, anytime there was a body of water, he told me to punch it. There was one. I punched it. Tried to slow down. Turns out you don't do that too well in mud. And, we slid sideways toward a cliff. And moral of the story is we were fine because I'm a good driver. And
that's Tokyo Drift, dude. It was Tokyo Drift.
We were trying to Tokyo Drift out into space. That's That's what we were trying to do. We were just trying to launch ourselves just as far as we could go.
Yeah, dude. I was just being a fun passenger for our boy David. I was just saying things like, "Now this is pod racing," and
that's actually awesome.
Let's try a barrel roll. That's a fun trick.
I pull up. I need to gain more altitude. Things like that. Normal ATVing stuff.
Yeah, normal ATV stuff.
Yeah, it was a good time though. Good time. Wasn't just the boys. That's fine. There was a couple of lady folk there, which is, you know what? It just added to the experience.
Yeah. Sure it did.
Yeah. It didn't take away from our good old fashioned fun at all.
We were not filtered. We sure weren't.
We didn't. We treated them like they were guys. Is pretty much what we did.
Yeah, except for letting them drive.
Yeah, or letting them drive,
or hitting them,
or like have an opinion.
Sure. There wasn't a kitchen we could put them in.
Yeah, there really wasn't. So they kind of just milled around in like
milled around. Yeah.
Well, they were kind of gathered around the fire a lot, which I guess you could argue is kind of like
It's kind of like the kitchen, the proverbial camp kitchen. You're right.
Yeah. So I think we did okay. I think we handled the situation the best we could. We kept the women folk corralled where they should be for the most part, and overall, it was a good experience. I enjoyed it. Did you have fun? I think I had fun.
I had a good time.
Great time, honestly.
It was a good time. I look forward to doing it again. I'm the friend that's constantly like, "Oh no, guys, we're gonna get in trouble." And so like I'm constantly saying things to that tune while we're whitewater rafting or while we're doing other dangerous things. I'm like, "Oh no," I'm all nervy.
Ironic because he's the one guy who's like, "Oh, we shouldn't have laws, anarchy all the way." But anytime it gets moderately chaosy, he gets turns into kind of a wuss.
But here's the thing. If you notice the things I advocate for, it's not necessarily laws. It's just preserving our own health. You know what I mean? I'm not like, we should follow this rule. I'm like, maybe we shouldn't careen off the side of a cliff in a side-by-side.
Dude.
I mean, I don't know if there's even laws against that. You could do it for all I can.
Colin isn't a true anarchist. He believes in laws, like the law of gravity. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it.
Dalton just chooses not to.
I choose not to, and it serves me well.
Lord, he doesn't believe in gravity.
I control pretty much all of the elements in my life, including gravity. Hey, I didn't go over a cliff, did I?
No, you didn't.
I didn't hit the bottom. Didn't go over. I don't know what to tell you.
You did take several stops to urinate, an obscenely amount. What appeared to I don't understand why you guys are urinating so much.
That was I don't know. That was Rob. I don't know why I noticed that too, and
that was like 3 times within 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was really weird. To be fair, we were probably the most. We hit every body of water, so we were the most wet out of everybody. So maybe that was tricking him.
Yeah, it's also kind of like maybe the bounces, on your bladder just.
Dude, maybe he had a bunch of caffeine that we didn't know about. I don't really know what the deal was.
All I'm saying is I was impressed.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out why we kept stopping. So, hey. I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
The story is no one died and we had a great time.
And our buddy Rob might have a urinary tract
infection. Urinary tract infection.
We're not sure.
We're not sure. We'll have an intervention with him about that.
We should talk to him. Anyway, in local news, Logan Paul's kind of a hypocrite? Is that
I mean, let's just share the clip, I think. We'll share the clip.
Dude.
We'll go from there because, the recent news on our last podcast that we've been talking about is obviously what everyone's talking about, the fact that our boy, our prophet, specifically Dalton's prophet, Andrew Tate, has been uniformly canceled from all platforms.
Which is kind of crazy. Which actually, I want to listen to what Logan Paul said because he might not have even said anything too crazy.
Okay.
I don't know. Let's hear it again. I have to listen to it again.
Okay. Here we go. Wait, can you hear it?
No, I can't.
Oh, I know what I did. One sec. Let me reshare it again. This is a work in progress, ladies and gents.
I was going to say, I just heard it. I know it works.
I see my brother kicking ass. I see KSI kicking ass. I'm like, oh, I want to kick some ass again. Full on. Call out Andrew Tate. I know what a viral fucking video looks like. Shit would have gone viral. Video, I was like, yo, you're fucking poor compared to me.
A Pokemon card worth three Bugattis.
Like 2 of your Bugattis. Like, don't release the video. Right? Andrew Tate got banned from the internet. I don't feel like platforming this guy. Put a little call out here to like fellow creators and even JJ. Like, you want to re-platform this guy? You want to have him on your shows? The shit that Andrew Tate is saying will have a ripple effect. His narrative is truly hateful.
But let me know what you guys think. Comment below.
Boom. So that's about the summary of it.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Andrew... Here's the thing. Honestly, I don't listen to a lot of Andrew Tate. I've heard a couple of things from him.
That's not true, dude. You told me you listen to him every day.
That's not true. I don't do that. I don't. But if I was... No, I'm just kidding. No, I really don't, though. I don't listen to him every day. At all, actually. Now you can't listen to him anywhere. So
you can listen to him on Rumble, technically.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Rumble is actually making a comeback, apparently. Apparently, it's like #1 in the App Store.
Well, because of Andrew Tate, right?
Because of Andrew Tate.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
So
now,
but I don't feel like he said anything super hateful, has he? I feel like he said a lot of things pretty satirical.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if those things were satirical. I think he's saying what he really feels. And I think, well, this is the thing. Oh, we're talking about Andrew Tate being satirical or Logan Paul?
Andrew Tate, not Logan Paul.
Yeah,
I think
Andrew
Logan Paul
Tate seems to be satirical about some things, right?
Right.
But he's not satirical about like believing in traditional roles for men and women and all those things.
Sure.
However, he may put that.
I don't think that's hurtful in any way, though.
Yeah, this is the thing I have a little bit ish with. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that Andrew Tate has been canceled, quote unquote canceled. He's been removed from platforms for what reason?
I don't know.
Being quote unquote misogynist, right?
Okay.
Which he didn't target anyone. He didn't like hasn't harassed anyone. Like it's just sharing an opinion that's unpopular, right?
Right. Unpopular to some people too. It's
unpopular to some people and unethical to some people, right?
Right. Sure.
But he's been taken off these platforms. And not just taken off these platforms. Do you know that payment processors are not letting him use his accounts? So Visa, MasterCard. This is what happens. Yeah, these are the types of things that we don't realize happen to these types of people that get canceled, quote unquote, to this degree, is that they're unable to use payment platforms, right? They're blocked from like all mainstream, like kind of business utilities. It's pretty intense. It's pretty insane. And
I didn't know any of that.
Yeah. And so for Logan Paul to be like, hey, I don't know if people should platform him. And I'm going to tell everyone else, like, hey, do you really want to platform this guy? Like, it's a level of virtue signaling. And
dude, also coming from him, it's like, didn't
the guy who was nearly canceled himself for filming in the suicide forest? Are you kidding me?
Like, dude, you're making fun of like things that people don't like being made fun of either.
And you're saying we can't find a couple snippets in all of your videos that would make you quote unquote cancelable?
Right? It's just crazy to me. It's like, hold on, dude. Look who's talking. Isn't it the pot calling the kettle black? Seems ridiculous to me, but
yeah,
whatever.
And this is the thing. I don't use this word a lot, but when you silence people and you remove their opinion from the mainstream discussion, that's an example of a fascist ideology, right? That's fascism.
Right.
And it's fascist to say, hey, friends of mine, don't platform this guy. I mean, that's fascism. Like, you can disagree with them, but you're taking it one step further. You're saying, hey, I'm telling everyone I know, don't have this guy on.
Right. I'm using my influence to silence this person.
Yeah. And if he was saying that and Andrew Tate hadn't been canceled from all these platforms, it'd be a different story. But he's saying this because the mainstream platforms are like, no. And he's like, well, I support that. Yeah, totally. He's like giving his vote of confidence to the Matrix. You know what I mean?
Up, dude. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah.
So, I mean, you see all the comments on those videos too, and most people agree they're like big L for Logan Paul. You know, can't believe this guy is such a hypocrite. Meh, meh, meh. And you know, Logan Paul's young, and he grew up in the generation that we did that was deeply steeped in the ethics of wokeness. So,
Also, he probably is trying to like not get canceled again.
oh yeah.
So he's probably trying to do that. Which is, dude, honest, I don't know. Yeah, the whole canceling thing, there's got to be some kind of lawsuit that's you're able to pull for something like this.
Man, yeah, I don't know. I know that
I think
there's
Steven
Alex.
Crowder's in one.
Well, he is, and then there's the Alex Berenson one. You know who Alex Berenson is?
I'm not familiar with it.
Alex Berenson, he was most recently on the Joe Rogan podcast this week. He was removed from Twitter for talking about vaccine stuff. And
but he's like the one who pioneered the technique.
No, that's Dr. Karl Malone.
Okay.
Yeah, you're close. But this guy's a journalist, and he won a legal suit, got back on. Okay. And not only this, and I didn't even put this in the docket, but it's good to talk about.
Yeah.
Not only did he get put back on Twitter legally, he got what's called discovery, meaning he could like request all the legal data that his opponents had on him and switch it with his data, which for him, he doesn't have a lot of data. He's fine with that. But for Twitter, that's very bad. There's a lot of data. And what they found is he obtained correspondence and Slack messages where employees of Twitter were talking about meetings that they had with the White House, and the White House was saying, hey, why is this Alex Berenson guy still on Twitter? Like,
dude,
isn't that heavy?
Oh my gosh.
We're political today.
Man, dude, I don't even like getting political anymore because it just seems like...
Does it bum you out?
Well, it just seems like everyone in Washington just has like this leverage over everybody. Like, think about it, dude. The whole FBI is basically corrupt. Like, the whole thing going on with Donald Trump right now is crazy.
Not to mention what we learned from Mark Zuckerberg on the Joe Rogan Experience.
Right.
Who said essentially that the FBI came to them and said, hey, we think there's going to be a dump of some misinformation. Be on your toes to censor. Biden laptop stuff, censored.
Biden laptops. Well, and then did you listen to like the things like the FBI agents said to the guy who found the Biden laptop?
No, tell me about that. I didn't even know this.
He essentially was like, what happened? I can't remember where. I think I was listening to it on Joe Rogan or something. I can't remember. Oh, no. It was a news article. The guy, so the pawn shop owner was talking about how he
received the laptop from the dirty Biden man.
Yeah. So the FBI agents, sorry, I just got a phone call. So he contacted the FBI or whoever to come get the laptop. He's like, hey, listen, like, I think this is a mistake. Like, I just want this thing kind of out of here. You know what I mean? Right. And he made a joke when the FBI agents were there picking it up and was like, oh, I'll make sure to leave you guys' names out when I write the book about it. And an FBI agent goes, yeah, people who say stuff like that never go missing. And it was just kind of like a passive aggressive threat. Yeah.
Well,
which is crazy.
It's
crazy that a law enforcement department, a federal one, can get away with stuff like that.
Well, this is
a little weird.
I mean, anarchist Colin.
It seems weird that local police departments are held to a higher standard than the federal government.
Yes, and the reason that is because the further away you are from the people that you serve, aka federalization, centralization, right? You have no accountability. Like, we don't vote on the FBI director. And a lot of the times, the FBI director isn't even chosen by the current president. It might have been the previous president. It might have been like an interior hire. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these things are just unelected actors who act in their own self-interest, generally without any accountability. Like, we don't know what they do. It's steeped in secrecy.
Right.
We don't know.
And it's
Anyways.
see, I just feel like the government should be completely transparent. That's it.
They should be. I'm pro abolishing the FBI and the CIA. Don't think we need them. Just don't think we need them. No reason. You agree? You have a countervailing point?
I think we probably need them. I think that
dude, why do we need them? For what?
I just think that they do some good things.
Like what?
I know that the FBI does a lot of like, any federal
espionage?
case, right? Yeah. Well, not even that. Like they do a lot of anti-terrorist stuff. They do a lot of drug stuff. Like pretty much, you need some kind of like, how do I say this? You need some kind of entity that's over the entire United States. Like you do need that, because if you just have local departments, you're using small bureaucracies to communicate with other bureaucracies, and it just gets weird, dude. Like it's like, oh, nothing would ever get prosecuted beyond like everyone else's jurisdiction. Does that make sense?
So I disagree with that. I just think that localization is the best policy, because you can have policies that fit your area the best. This is the thing, is when you have like state sovereignty to the nth degree, right? What you have is states becoming vastly different. And then by that essential like molding of differences, you see where people really want to live. You see what's essentially happening now, where California sucks, right?
Yeah.
Under the current system, under the federal bureaucracy, California sucks.
California's the worst.
And they do what they
we
want.
can all agree
right?
on
Yeah, California sucks.
Like even Joe
Rogan
Rogan
like
left
Florida,
California.
they're moving to like Tennessee, they're moving to whatever.
They're literally moving everywhere. Texas, Utah. I mean,
yeah,
pretty much everywhere
Anyways.
that's not California.
I mean, we're a very political folk, and we don't generally talk about politics on here because it's not fun.
Yeah, let's move on. This is getting boring.
But the point is, Logan Paul sucks, and you shouldn't, even if people disagree with you, you shouldn't want them to be quote unquote canceled and removed and deplatformed, because
do you think you could beat Logan Paul in a fight?
I don't know, dude. To be honest, I'm not gonna say that, because he's a very good wrestler.
Okay, let's say you have a year to train.
Okay.
Think you could do it?
Can I have steroids too?
Does he have steroids?
I don't know. He probably does. He's probably on steroids.
You think he takes steroids?
I don't know. He has an amazing physique.
Pull up a picture of him. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll pull up a picture, dude. I think he takes steroids.
You think
I think
so?
they both take steroids. Yeah. Why wouldn't you, dude? You're competing in boxing and stuff like that?
I don't know. Do they get tested when they fight?
Not to my knowledge.
Oh,
They're
dude, yeah, they're taking. If they don't get tested, they're taking steroids, bro. At that point, why wouldn't you? He's got money for it.
Exactly. And you're famous. You can like take care and mitigate all the negative effects of it, right?
Yeah,
which means
dude.
essentially like, hey, if you're like, oh, you got to take testosterone for the rest of your life. If you do this, you're like, no problem. I will get testosterone from the balls of a very athletic bull, and we'll just inject it
from a very athletic bull shark.
A bull shark, dude.
Bull shark testosterone. How much does he weigh? I wonder how much he weighs.
I don't know, but he looks amazing.
Yeah, he's big too. Isn't he like pretty tall?
Yeah, props to him, the filthy fascist.
I'm gonna say he takes steroids, dude. Let me look at
He takes steroids, dude. I have no evidence other than to say he takes steroids. The only evidence I have is that he looks better than me, which means he takes steroids.
Bro, he weighs only 189 pounds.
Yeah, dude, he'd probably be a middleweight.
What?
He'd probably fight at 170, actually.
That's crazy.
What's his height? How tall is he?
That's a good point. Height.
I feel like he's taller than me.
I thought he was too. 6'2".
I mean, it's taller than me by an inch.
Dude, he might not take steroids.
He's kind of a slender boy, dude.
Yeah, he might just be real skinny.
I don't know, dude. I think that's
I think that's what he weighed in at during the Floyd weather is like 90 or one. What was that?
The Floyd weather.
The Floyd weather. Floyd Mayweather weighed in at, and Logan Paul at. Okay, so Floyd weighed in at 155. Logan Paul weighed in at 189. Interesting. Huh.
Here's the thing.
But you're weighing in.
He looks
at that.
good.
I wonder what he walks
I
around.
don't like to randomly accuse people of steroids unless they look better than me. Then I say, hey, you definitely take steroids because
I don't think
you're
you
not
take
gonna look
steroids.
better than me without steroids, huh?
I don't think you take steroids, bro.
But we should take steroids.
We should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put it. You don't get steroids. You have a year to train. Could you beat him?
No, probably not. I don't know. He's had like a lot of wrestling. Are we talking like boxing? Or are we talking? What are we talking?
MMA, dude. It's full everything. Could you do it?
Do I get Ben to train me for a year?
You get whoever to train you, dude. You get a year.
I'm getting Ben. I'm getting Adesanya.
Okay.
I'm getting who do I want? Who do I want? Probably Volkanovski, to be honest. He's really good right now. Oof.
Okay. You think you beat him?
No. I don't have that much confidence in myself, man. I don't know.
That's fair. All right. Well,
I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
I could beat him now.
Yeah?
Easy, dude.
How much do you weigh right now?
I don't know.
How much do you weigh with
Actually.
and without clothes?
Oh, man, dude. I'm probably like, I think I was like 185 last time I checked, which I might have lost a little bit of weight.
I'll be honest, dude. You know what? I am at a pretty high.
Oh, dude,
I was like at
110?
213.
Oh, I'm at 210. Is what I meant to say. I
I'm
said
a big
110.
boy right now, dude. I'm big.
Dude, you got abs or no?
No, I mean you can kind of see the uppers, but
Ooh,
it's
you
bad,
got love
dude.
handles,
It's
bro?
bad.
You got
No,
love
not handles. I never really had handles, to be honest.
No? Let's see them, dude. Oh, dude, that's a handle right there.
I just had a spasm. I did arms today.
I did too. My biceps, I've been hitting biceps good lately. And
Ooh, is it time to talk about working out? Tell me what you did for your seps, dude. What do you do for your seps?
Oh, dude, I did some heavy hammer curls. I was pretty tired today, man. I haven't slept much in the last couple of days. Partially because we went camping.
Yeah,
and then,
me too.
Anyway, so I did heavy hammers and I did some. First of all, I did back, and I hit back hard. I freaking slammed back, and then I did preacher curls, isolated preacher curls. Jeez, and then heavy hammers, dude. Boom. So, and I know I'm not looking that good right now, but
you look great. But let's just point out that the pump has passed for both of us. We're not in pump right now.
No, dude, I'm definitely out of pump, and I'm definitely low on calories. I am on a calorie deficit, and I can tell.
Yeah, dude, which always sucks. Always blows.
Which I'm glad that we actually touched on this because somebody was wanting to ask us a question. So,
a question from one of our billions and billions of viewers.
Billions.
We
probably have 20 billion viewers, dude.
I mean, that's on a low day, but yeah.
Yeah, on a low day, we get a lot of traffic from other planets too. But let's see here. Yeah, so this is an interesting one actually because apparently he's actually having like a lot of growth in his legs. So he's not struggling growing the legs. He's struggling growing the upper body.
Nice.
And particularly, he was worried about back and arms. Ooh. So I'm thinking back, bicep, and tricep. So I think we're the whole gamut.
Interesting.
So he wants us to answer that question. So in case you have a hard time growing your back muscles, what's a good back workout, dude? I feel like have you ever tried twerking? Like lower back, dude. Have you
ever tried like the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur?
Boots with the fur? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
Hey, you need to get some apple bottom jeans.
The floor.
Yeah.
And hit the floor.
Whoa.
You gotta get low with it.
Get low. That's what they said. I totally butched the song. Whatever, dude. I don't care.
But we're talking about back.
Back. Dude, rows, dude. Every time you go to a door, row it open. Really just try to jerk off the door.
Put your feet on the frame and just pull the door.
Don't twist the knob. Try to
Nah,
breathe
dude.
the door.
Twisted knobs are for pansies.
Well, think about it, dude. That action of grabbing something and twisting it and pulling it, yeah, it's just not. You don't want to do that. You want to just pull it and break it off that door, break off the hinges. If you can, if there's a way to pull things down, you should do that. Like this, I'm talking. Colin's used to this motion. I'm saying like this. Horizontal hands.
I'm gonna say that a lot of the back for me has to do with mind muscle connection, right? So whatever you're doing, if you've been doing something for a long time, you need to back off the weight. You need to back off the weight, and you need to try some variable resistance. A lot of people do, you do cables and you pull inward, right? You do rows on the cable machine, and that's good. I like to warm up though with a similar thing, but you do with the band. You wrap a band around something. You could buy a bunch of bands on Amazon. But what you do when you warm up with that, you're trying to get that mind muscle connection going instead of just being on autopilot with the same amount of weight, because the resistance is changing. You're trying to feel it in your back.
Also, I think that it's because I use a lot of dumbbell weight. So
yeah,
I do dumbbell rows, and I just
totally
go heavy on one side, heavy on the other. Same reps on each side, obviously.
Yeah, I think heavy and volume. And
pull-ups, dude. I think those are severely.
Pull-ups are good for your back, your upper back for sure. Yeah,
underrated. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, I think back off the weight and do some volume, and then also if you're feeling like you can step up the weight, do it heavy, but still do volume.
A lot of people don't contract their back, I feel like.
That's true. You need to make sure you're doing the right contraction, pulling your shoulder blades back far enough, right?
You can, one thing if you're doing like, dumbbell rows, you keep your elbow down. So you're kind of going like this, kind of wing out. A lot of people just bring it up like this, and it's mostly just arm.
Yeah, and whether you're doing dumbbells or you're doing barbell rows, try changing your hand position, right? Flip your hands over, flip your hands this way, change the width of the grip, because what you want to do is you want to experiment with the best flexion for yourself, right? Some people might feel it one way better than the other. I prefer an underhand barbell row, and Dalton prefers an overhand dumbbell row or barbell row.
I like underhand.
Oh, you like underhand as well?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, then we're twinsies, dude. We're twinsies.
Dude, underhand, you can just really get that. I don't know. You get that back traction, dude.
Yeah.
Traction on your back.
No, back day is a good day. Okay.
Yeah.
And also you could just you could back out of responsibilities. You could.
There's a lot of good puns too.
Yeah.
If you're doing back and bi, there's bisexual, right?
Yeah, you could get bisexual with it. We had talked about biceps. Yeah, you talked about hammer curls.
Because he wants arms too. And I know this is the dude, so that's why I'm saying I'm not assuming anyone's gender. The person who's asking about it's a dude. Okay?
Yeah, I think
simply how it is.
I think this is kind of well known, but I think one of the best ways to grow your arms in general is to focus on triceps. I think the range of growth for your triceps is a little bit more of the range of growth for your biceps. And I like a lot of overhead tricep extensions, together or single, like volume of that. I'm talking like that's been one of the biggest things for me in my triceptuals is overhead tricep extensions, right? You have it up on right?
And I mean, here's the thing. I think you need an even amount of biceps and triceps.
You need to keep it even.
You don't want to mess it up, but focus on. I mean, just look it up. Look out workouts for both heads of the biceps.
Yeah, do your head. Do your bicep head.
Make sure your biceps getting head. Both heads.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
That's all that he's saying.
Just need to make sure. Just make sure all heads are getting taken care of. Give it the kisses. Do what CT Fletcher does. Yell at it.
Kisses.
Yell
at it. Here's the thing. You need to flex too. You just need to.
Yeah. While you're lifting, you talking about? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and just afterwards. That's all part of building the mind-muscle connection. It's all part of checking your rate of progress. Flexing, take a pic every now and then, right? Every couple of weeks, take a pic. Track your progress.
That's the other thing. Yeah, you got to track your progress because honestly, you're probably better than you think you are.
Yeah, you're not going to really notice even an inch of growth, which is huge. If you had an inch of growth in your arm, that's huge.
Goodness.
And you might not notice that if you didn't take a picture or measure.
Right. It's true.
Speaking of growth, how's my stash looking?
Actually, it is looking pretty good. I like it.
Thanks. I've been getting a lot of compliments.
My beard's getting a little wild, dude. I need to trim this bad boy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to trim her up.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, dude, I like it. Looks good. I like the goatee.
Yeah, dude. I'm a little bit of I'm kind of going for a Tombstone vibe. Val Kilmer from Tombstone. You seen that?
Oh, yeah. Val Kilmer in Tombstone is my favorite, dude.
It's awesome, dude. The scene where the guy comes in flipping his pistol at him and he just has his little coffee cup and he's like,
oh, man, it's so perfect.
Yes, we're going to replicate that, dude. I think we replicate that with in a TikTok with barbell clips.
Clips,
right? Dude, we could definitely do that. That's a good idea. And if you listen to this podcast and you take that idea, I hate your guts, okay?
Dude.
Pay some respect to the Man Scouts. Jeez.
If you need any advice at all, dating, life, whatever, just...
Oh, yeah. Write in.
Send us an Instagram message. That's probably the best way on Man Scouts. It's our Instagram. Right? It's just
Man Scouts 93.
93. Man Scouts 93.
And we changed it because we, for some reason, got kicked off of our other account. Probably because they hate us and our success.
That probably is it, honestly.
Someday when we're the next Andrew Tate being canceled for saying things that are kind of the same as what Andrew Tate said.
We'll just go to Rumble. Not a big deal.
They can't cancel RSS feeds as well. They could take us off podcast hosting directories, but people will always be able to go to our site. So,
see, there we go, man. Nothing to worry about.
Don't even worry about it.
It's nothing to worry.
Don't even worry about it. My name is Colin DA.
DA, and that's it's actually Spanish for die.
It's actually Spanish for death. Actually, Spanish for death is muerte. My name is Muerte.
Is it really?
Yeah. In fact, when I did construction for our homie that we did construction for, our boss.
I love it you don't say his name.
I'm not going to say his name because you don't like him.
You're not wrong. Well, I don't mind the actual boss. Is the foreman I don't like.
Well, the foreman was a canoe. But yes.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, he was a canoe.
It's very politically correct of you.
The Hispanics would call me Muerte. They would call me Muerte because my name is Dai. So
makes sense.
Good times, dude. Good times. We will never do construction again unless we're building tiny houses again for our own benefit.
For our own tiny homes. Well, kids, I think it's that time.
It's time to tuck you in.
Time
Hope
for you to go to bed.
Air badge today.
The campfire light's dying, and
crackle, crackle.
And it's time for you to get some sleep, kiddos. I tell you what, it's time for me to get some sleep. That's the real reason we're leaving right now. I'm tired.
City boy.
That's how I feel right now.
That's how you feel. Well, we'll say sweet dreams to the kids. Good night.